Then I was thinking about stuff you don't want to hear, you know? There's certain things in life you don't want to hear. Like, let's say you're a young man and you got a fiancée and she hasn't met your folks yet. So your folks invite the two of you over to dinner at their house Sunday evening at 7 o'clock to meet your fiancée. And everything's going along real nice. And halfway through dinner, your fiancée stands up and says, "I'll be right back. I gotta take a fucking dump." You don't want to hear that. Here's something you don't want to hear if you're in the hospital. Let's say you wake up in the hospital and you can't remember why you're there or how long you've been there. And you got a big bandage on your head. And the doctor comes in the room. He says, "Hi, Chuck. How you doing?" "It's me, the doctor." "Yeah. Listen, here's what happened. You're in an accident and you fractured your skull. But it healed wrong. It's crooked, Chuck. Your head is crooked. Looks kind of funny. Some of the nurses were laughing at you. It's way lopsided. You look like one of them Pablo Picasso paintings. So here's what we're going to do, Chuck. We're going to re-break your head." Now, calm down. Stay in bed. Leave the tubes alone, would you, please? So we're going to re-break your head and set it correctly. Rest of the doctors will be up in a minute. There's a total of 10 of us. We got hammers, Chuck. Big carpenter hammers. 8 of us are going to use the hammers. The other 2 are going to hold you down. Because we can't use an anesthetic. We want to see your reactions. We want to see which part of your head hurts the most when we're smashing it with 8 hammers. And Chuck, there's a real good chance you'll never see again. Or hear or talk, dance, play sports, or recognize familiar shapes and patterns. But you will be able to gargle and whistle. So what the fuck? That's 2 things right there. And Chuck, while we have your head open, we're going to fill it up with fire ants. About 3,800 of them. They've all been given PCP and amphetamines. We're trying to see how long ants can live inside a human head if they're high on speed. And Chuck, 9 out of 10 people who have this operation die on the table. But don't you worry about it, because we've already done 9 people this year, and they're all fucking dead. So you're in the clear, you know what I mean? Try to get a little sleep before the operation. Your folks will be here in a little while. They're downtown picking out a nice casket for you. But I think it'd be nice to have a doctor with a little bit of emotional understanding, some empathy and, sympathy for you at a time of need. Apparently there's not as much of that in medicine as there used to be. Hey, here's something you never hear a man say. "Stop sucking my dick or I'll call the police." Here's a little fun you men can have. This fun for the guys. You go in a drugstore and you pick out a big box of condoms. About, 32 of them or 64, big size of them. And you go over and find a female clerk. You say, "Pardon me, ma'am. I wonder, would you happen to have this same item in an extra large jumbo? Kind of fat and thick, real long with maybe a bend in the middle?" These little ones are hard to get off. They pull on my ball hairs. Yeah. Don't even bother reaching for your credit card. You're already on your way home.